What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to do Jurassic World Evolution. And I think there's 3 of these games. I have 2, and I'm gonna get the 3rd one as soon as we're done with these. I just didn't have enough space on the one on the LCD. It's only got 512, so 512 goes quick, unfortunately. So hopefully, since it's verified, it should run well. But I've seen games get verifications, and then I sit there and wonder, how on God's green earth did this get verified? So we're gonna give it a good old test, see what's what, and have some fun along the way. So let's go get started, shall we? Well, all right, here's the settings we're gonna go with. We'll just do default first, which actually ended up being somewhat playable, except for especially in the beginning. I have a feeling it might not be if you got way late game with it, but I could be wrong about that. But for a change, it's not 12 FPS or anything like that. But hey, let's stop blabbing. Let's go find out.
Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are. And you want to be ready before you try that.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding. Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid. Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next. begins. The most precious moment, the result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest. Security.
So now we will go ahead and turn it down to low preset. Same resolution and all that. So there we go. Here's the rest of the low settings. But alright, I think with that is plenty. Let us get into the game and let's see how it does now.
Offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility. Ah, Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally. People think money makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions. An expedition center will allow you to send dig teams around the world in search of new dino fossils. DNA can be extracted from these fossils, which our scientists can then turn into living, breathing dinosaurs. And that's our true lifeblood. Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction. Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
I've got an interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us, and to me. I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started. Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Well, since the default high settings did such a good job, I figured might as well do it on the OLED too this time. I only skip it if it's like, hey, we're gonna get like 5 to 12 FPS and just be completely unplayable. There's no point. Might as well jump right to the playable low settings at that point, right? But here's all the settings real quick. And there we are. We're at the bottom. That means it's time to get back in the game and let's see what the OLED can do.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest, and I'm a little disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have done. I'll discuss this with her later.
Three words. Contract you yes. Struthiomimus. Interesting.
Last up before camera record gameplay, we're going to test out low preset on the OLED here, which still does great. Oops, hit the wrong button. There we go. So there we are. I say with that, it's time to get back in the game once more and see what it does, and then we'll get some camera recorded gameplay towards the end.
Opportunity is knocking. Answer.
Alright, let's get a little camera recorded gameplay on the LCD here. Get that out of there. Yeah, I think they said they wanted me to go here. Or wait, no. I was at it before. Fossil Center. All of the fossils, bitch. Anyway. Yeah, runs pretty damn good. I mean, ran alright default if you don't care about 60 and you just want like 30, 40 with better graphics, but low doesn't look abhorrently horrible. Sometimes logo looks terrible even on like the screen itself, but not bad. Ooh.
We are making great strides so far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at
Damn
least
straight you
in
do.
part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts
Way
are
ahead of
worth
you.
it.
Alright, anything else I can do to... Oh yeah, we could probably send them on another expedition, huh? Let's see what we got. Off you go then. We're getting low on money though. We only have 1.7 million. Monorail, monorail, mono, go. Anyway, is my guy done being made yet? Yes. Probably has been for like 20 minutes, and I've just been flying around like a dum-dum dugan.
Our new specimens, sorry, dinosaurs, are meeting expectations, but we want them to thrive. That's your next assignment. Making sure our specimens are properly cared for. In other words, dinosaur welfare.
Alright.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine. Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors. Because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Alright, mission. Alright. Construct a small herbivore feeder. Okay. So would that be a... Nope, that's closed shot. Alright, is it any of these? We're looking for feeders. Fossil Center, Ranger Station. Nope, you don't just click out there. Well, how on earth do I make this feeder? Sorry, game, you literally have to tell me how to do everything or I'll never be able to figure it out. Nope, that's not where you get the feeder. Is there like a... Nope, not a sub-menu. It's gotta be one of these places. It shouldn't be a fossil center. You would think it'd be the research center. Unless it's in here and I'm just like blind. I can't read half that because of the stupid stat window anyway. It's got to be in here somewhere. Or wait. No. Darn. Research. Not fossils. It shouldn't be genetic. You wouldn't think it would be medical treatment. No. Buildings. No, that's right. It was just a clothing shop. Yeah, I would think it wouldn't be a building either. It'd be like an accessory. Alright, well. That's kind of stupid, so I'm stuck because I can't make a stupid herbivore feeder. That's kind of annoying. Well, whatever. I guess we'll just move on over to the OLED then. Alright, let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay now.
No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us.
Oh, yeah, it
Admittedly,
is.
sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros,
But yeah, seems to run okay in both modes. If you want good graphics in 30 and 40, you can do high, although it might start dropping a lot if you start getting a humongous thing with like hundreds of dinosaurs and stuff. Just like any game, the bigger you get, the longer you play, the worse the performance gets.
This time, a Ceratosaurus. There are distinctive spines that run down its back, and a bladed horn on its head. Just what you don't want to run into when you're out there alone. Or in a group.
We don't got much money. Let's not do that right now. We gotta figure out how to get that ranger station.
Life begets death. But here's the question that you gotta ask yourself. Was this avoidable? The answer? Of course not. Death is always coming. But could you have delayed it? Well, that's maybe another story.
We gotta figure out how to do a bunch more stuff here. Now, I'm probably gonna have to restart. I think I kind of wasted my money on stuff I shouldn't have been creating. Kind of like that big dinosaur. But I think we got a couple more fossils, didn't we? Yeah. Now, how do you make this place bigger? That's the problem. Because I know how to make stuff. You gotta, like, where is it? Operation. Ranger station. We can't even afford it now, but when I could, there was nowhere to put it. Screw it. Let's go over here. We got a bunch of United States ones. Let's go over here. Now we gotta play the waiting game, because I think I have to make this place bigger before I can do that top one, but we should be able to make another Triceratops if I can just get a little bit more money here. Let's go see. Did that help with that? I was hoping that helped with the incubation rate. Oh, it did. 61. Nah, darn. We need a little bit more. I'm not going to waste the money making it then. So we need to find more fossils, and then we can make them better. Okay. Easier said than done, probably. Sounds like it's going to be mostly luck. I mean, unless it tells you what dinosaur. It probably tells you, actually, what dinosaur when you go to do the green research thing. I can go look at it. Yep, it does. We need to go back and get more Triceratops then. Alright, now I know. Should have thought about that a little bit more. But it's okay. Or at least getting a little money back, slowly but surely. Alright, what do we got?
An offer just came our way. Don't let it sit too long.
At least 60%. Well, we'll just do another one of those real quick. It's the cheapest dinosaur I can make, and it's the only one that fits the bill. But I think it's about time to wrap up, and we'll just continue this on the Ally. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Jurassic World Evolution, and it actually did a pretty fine job for a change. We were able to get like 30, 40 FPS on high-ish preset. Now, I think if you play in the game and get really far and get a huge world, that's probably gonna be in the 20s. So that one might not work in the long run. But at least low gets you like 70 to 60 FPS. That too will probably fall into the 40s and 50s, maybe even 30s once you get a huge world going. Just a guess. I don't think I'm gonna be good enough to ever get there, or if I am, by the time we get there, we'll already be on the badass computers and probably won't notice as much. But I'm just throwing that out there. I've seen it a million times on the Allies and the Steam Decks. You know, I'll play a game like this at the beginning, and I'll even tell people I'm not good enough. But then later on, I'll have people say, "Hey, dude, I got later in the game, and this shit drops frames like crazy." And I'm like, "Sorry, I wished I could have gotten there, but I'm just straight up not good enough." But anyway, we'll see how far I can get. But that's all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.